Hi YouTube, Timothy Unkert here. In this video, I want to talk about FOIL, which is a method when you multiply two binomials together. And what FOIL stands for, it's an acronym that stands for, the F stands for first, meaning you multiply the first terms together. The O stands for outer, meaning you multiply the outer terms together. The I stands for inner, you multiply the inner terms together, and L stands for last, you multiply the last terms together. So let's take a look at some examples, and I'm going to show you how we would do this in practice. All right, in this first example here, we're going to multiply the binomial x plus 3 by the binomial x plus 5, and we'll use FOIL to do it. So we want to do our first terms first. So we want to do the x times the x here. So x times x, well, that's going to give you x squared. Okay, then we'll do our outer terms. So we'll do x times 5, the terms on the outside. So we have x times 5, which is 5x. Next up, we're going to do the inner term. So we'll do 3 times x. And that's going to be 3x. And then finally, we'll do the last term. So we'll do 3 times 5, which is 15. Our last step is to combine a like term. So 5x and 3x are like each other. So those will combine to 8x. And we can write our final trinomial product as x squared plus 8x plus 15. And we're done with that example. All right, in our next example, we'll multiply the binomial x minus 2 by the binomial x plus 7. So we're going to start with our first term. So we'll do x times x. That's going to give us x squared. Then we'll go to our outer term. So we'll do x times 7. That'll give us 7x. We'll then go to our inner terms. So negative 2 times x. We're going to treat this as a negative 2. Let me just, there we go. So we're going to do negative 2 times x, which is negative 2x. And then we'll do our last term. So negative 2 times 7. So that's going to be negative 14. And if we combine 7x and negative 2x, we'll have 5x. So we're going to get x squared plus 5x minus 14. And we're good with this example. All right, in our next example, we're going to multiply the binomial 2x minus 5 by the binomial x minus 6. So we'll start with our first terms. So 2x times x. That's going to be 2x squared. We're then going to do the outer term. So 2x times, we're going to treat this as, because it's minus 6, another way we could write this is plus negative 6. So we're going to treat this as a negative 6. So we're going to do 2x times negative 6. It's going to be negative 12x. We're going to do the inner terms. We'll treat this like plus negative 5. So we'll do negative 5 times x. So the inner term's negative 5 times x. So that'll be negative 5x. And then we'll do the last terms. We'll do negative 5 here. Let's do it up here. Negative 5 times negative 6. And that's going to be positive 30. We'll then combine our like terms negative 12x and negative 5x, and that'll be negative 17x. So our final product will be 2x squared minus 17x plus 30. And we're good with this example. Okay, in this example, we're going to multiply the binomial 3x squared plus 1 times x plus 9. Okay, so let's start with our first terms. We're going to do 3x squared times x, and this is like x to the first power. So we're going to do 3x squared times x to the first power. That's going to give us 3x cubed. Next up, we'll do the outer term. So we'll do 3x squared times 9. And that's going to give us 27x squared. We'll then do our inner terms. So we'll do 1 times x. And that's just 1x. And then we'll do our last term. So we'll do 3x squared times, no, sorry, my bad. We'll do 1 times 9. Okay, so 1 times 9. Need to drink a little bit more coffee. So that's going to give us 9. Okay, so now if we look at this, we have 3x cubed, 27x squared, x. This is x to the first power, and then 9. And none of these are like terms, so we can't combine anything. So our final product is going to be 3x cubed plus 27x squared plus x plus 9. Okay, so that's this problem. In this example, we have the binomial negative x plus 11 times the binomial x cubed minus 9. So let's start by multiplying our first terms together. So we're going to do negative x times x cubed. And that's going to give us negative x to the fourth power. Because remember, even though there's not a 1 here, this is x to the first. We add the exponents. Okay, let's do the outer terms. So we'll do negative x times negative 9. A negative times a negative is going to be a positive, so that's going to be a positive 9x. After that, we're going to do the inner term, so we'll do 11 times x cubed. That's going to give us 11x cubed. Okay, and then finally we'll do the last term, so we'll do 11 times negative 9. And that's going to give us negative 99. Now, when I write this out, I'm going to actually go from the highest exponent, x to the fourth, to the lowest, which is, I mean, essentially, you have an x to the 0 because anything to the 0 power is 1. But so we're going to go x to the fourth, x cubed, x, and then negative 99. So we're going to start off negative x to the fourth plus 11x cubed plus 9x minus 99. And that's going to be our solution to this example. And that's going to be it for this video in terms of problems. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll also leave a link to a blog post in the description if you want to go into this topic in a little bit more detail. Thanks for watching.